There's no way to transition from that greatness because we could drop mic drop right there because that's just phenomenal. But I would be remiss when you're talking about having a former Ranger, having an MLB pitcher, to not talk about what the current Rangers are doing right now. And where they're at, up 2-0 in the ALCS. Just what I do want to talk about first, and we build our way to there, is just give me a behind the scenes take from your perspective on a season, 162 games, like the emotions, the ups and downs, the runs, the slumps. Like, just what is that from a player's perspective? How do you guys get through that and kind of equate it to what this Rangers team has went through this year?
Well, first, this year, this team, they are the first team in MLB to have over, I think it's 35 blown saves and still get into the playoffs. They almost won the division, but to get into the playoffs is incredible. They were still a 90-win team doing that too. Yeah. But with talking about the season, man, you're talking to a pitcher, so I'm playing once every 5 days, so it's 35 starts.
But you're around the guys. You're around everybody every single day.
It's a beating. Yeah. And just like, you better get familiar with the cold tub, you better get familiar with treatments, massages, whatever it is to keep that body right, because you're trying to do everything you can through 162 to get a W, 162 every single time. It's a grind. And you got to be mentally tough. You got to be able to take the good with the bad. I mean, you can't just go out there and be, checking Twitter because you did good, and then all of a sudden when you do bad, it's like, don't get on there.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get roasted. That's how it is. You got to be ready to be told that you suck. A lot of other things, too. People are not afraid to cross that line.
Yeah, boy.
And that's the thing. If you can't handle it, it's going to take you out. It's going to eat you up. And that's why I'm lucky, man. 13 years in the show is not an easy feat by any means. But to be able to withstand the mental side of it, I got a mental doctor, Don Cockstein. He's with the Dallas Mavericks, actually, too. He was with the Rangers at the time. Helped me out. I learned so much more about myself of how to handle things when it comes to the negative attitudes coming at me. How to carry yourself. One thing that I will encourage, because I know you like to be positive, and I love that, in everyday life, stop looking at the negative things. Always be positive. Find the positive. Even when you have a bad day, I guarantee you something positive happened.
Yeah.
Find it and live off of that. Mm-hmm. Do not let the negatives, because you think about this. When you have a bad game, this is baseball side now. You have a bad game, you sit at your locker, you pout, man, I should have done this, 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 and this. You have a good game, hey, let's go rage. Let's go party.
Right.
But what I've learned now is when I have the bad game, well, what did I do right? Oh, you know what? I made this pitch in this situation. Mm-hmm. It worked out. We got out of that. That's a right. Let's look at those. Let's hold on to those. Let the negatives go. The one thing that's crazy, too, about the game of baseball, for me, is how quick you can forget things. Bro, I could literally face you, get you out, walk right into the dugout as soon as I got done, and you could ask me what I threw you, and I will not know. Because it's just how it's how I got wired.
Right.
But then the next time you come up to the plate, boom, I know exactly what I did to you and how I did it. Now I'm going to do it again. That's the thing, is how quick you can forget something. Because if you do hold on to it, I know early in my career, I would hold on to things. You could hit a home run off me, and next thing you know, I've given up 6 more runs, and I'm out of the game. As I got older, man, I gave up a home run. Okay, now we go 7. I had a game, one of the things I'll never forget, and I'm so lucky that Derek Shelton, who's the manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates, I was tipping pitches. And basically, they knew what was going on. I gave up 4 home runs in the first inning. It was back-to-back, single, home run again, and then like maybe a couple other hits, whatever. And then I finally got out. I came back in. They told me we had no pitching. Like, we had nobody we could use. Shelton said, hey, I don't know what you got to do, but you need to bear down, and you got to get through this. I need you right now. Ended up going 7 innings. Threw 116 pitches, whatever. Saved our bullpen. Next day, though, that's where it got bad. Next day, the guy only lasted like an inning and a third. He had upset stomach. Now, that's the other thing, too, toughness.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to be, with the season as long as it is, you have to be mentally tough, mentally prepared, and you train for these moments. The off season is to prepare for the season. Baseball is literally 12 months out of the year. Yeah, we play for 6, but that other 6 is training to get ready for the next 6. It's always the next. And for me, like what these guys are doing, it's incredible. They've gone on streaks on both winning and losing. They've been a team that's been up and down. It's been an incredible roller coaster. But the thing is, I've said this from day one. You get into the playoffs, it doesn't matter what you did in the regular season. It's what you do now.
Yeah.
You got to focus on now, and that's what they've done. They know that the weakness was the bullpen. You know, everybody's always scared to death when it gets to the bullpen. They haven't shown any of that this time. They have not shown, and I hope they continue to do it. I don't think this is wood, but they continue. Yeah, that'll work too. I'll do that with you. That's the thing is, it doesn't matter what you did. It's what you do now, and they are showing it right now. They are hot. They're doing everything that they need to do. They're fundamentally sound. Both pitching, fielding, hitting, everything is clicking right where it needs to be. And it's funny because Houston came into it and saw that stupid video from Bregman saying, you know, I guess we'll never know, whatever that quote is, like, oh, I thought we were going to lose the West or whatever, something stupid.
Yeah.
I make stupid videos too, so it's okay. But, you know, here they are. Now Houston thought they were comfortable because they won the West. They had beaten Texas big time, you know, when they played against us here. It was like 12-0, 13-3. You know,
I think it was like 34-9 was like the total run.
And then now look at it.
Yeah.
Now it's like we're up 2-0. It's like, oh, man. And you know this in any sport too. You take that other team too light. You think you've got the W before you play them. What happens? You lose. So that's what's going on. And I mean, hopefully Texas continues what they're doing. It's an awesome ride to watch. I'm jealous. You know, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'd love to be on the other side of this right now. I want to be able to help bring a ring to Texas. And what they're doing is incredible. It shows the camaraderie that they have in that clubhouse. I've heard they go get dinners and stuff together. They are together. They are a family, and that's how it's supposed to be. Is when you get in, when you sign up and you play baseball together, that's a family from day 162 plus the playoffs.
Right.
They're 6 wins away.